got another win. This was truly a team win. We had a lot of people that played well. Andrea and Shane and Willie and Wayne and Markel came off the bench and just gave us yeoman's work. And we got in a little foul trouble with Brook, so he didn't get a lot of minutes or a lot of opportunities. But everybody else picked up the slack, and coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter, from the start of the fourth quarter down, I thought that the substitution guys that were in the game kept the lead for us, got the lead back, and then kept it for us. And then we went back with Joe and Thad, and we were able to sustain and get the win. But I thought we shot the ball well again, 43% from the three, 50 from the field. We got 27 free throws, which was huge, and then again we had 22 assists. So, except for the 19 turnovers, and I thought we had 10 turnovers at halftime. We only gave up 6 points in the second half. Those turnovers we were making, they were scoring on us, so it was a detriment to us being able to get away and actually help them get back into the lead. So, again, it's another win, and we just keep trying to work our way up, and just keep playing the way we're playing and trying to play together and defend and rebound.
The other night, it was the starters who put up a ton of numbers, and then tonight you got some big contributions from the bench and elsewhere. Big picture, what does that do just for the team, the place you're trying to get to have that type of equal or balanced contribution?
Sarah, that's why it's a team game. That's why we have 13 players and everybody has to be ready. We don't know what's going to happen in a game, who's going to sprain an ankle, who's going to get in foul trouble, and everybody has to be ready and do their job. That's why they all get paid as well. And I love the game for that because it creates great camaraderie, great family community. You're around other guys, you're playing for those guys, and that is the beauty of playing the team sport.
Speaking of that, I know you don't like to talk individually about players, but what has Shane showed you, especially late in games lately, just the way in which
he's made big shots. He's made big shots. He came off tonight, hit 2 or 3 in a row, and he got to the basket. And I'm getting more comfortable watching him and Jared. But obviously it's the matchups that would lead me to go that way. And they had 2 smaller guards in the game, so I felt like we could go that way and not hurt us. And I had him in, and I gave Jared his rest, and I just left Shane in the game and went back with Jared. And then eventually I came back with Joe and Thad. And the big decision for me was, do I go with Willie, T-Rob, or Andrea when Brook got his 5th foul? And I decided to go with Andrea simply because he was going to give us a guy that could score the ball from the perimeter, keep the court open, keep them honest, and we got a couple of offensive rebounds because the bigger guy was out there trying to guard him when the shot went up, and Thad was able to go get a rebound or 2, and so it all played out for us, and I'm just thankful we got another win.
Lionel, you mentioned Andrea's contributions and that Lopez had 5 fouls. Was there ever consideration to bring Lopez back at the end of the game as it was getting close?
It was close the whole game. I mean, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, in the last few minutes, was there?
I know, but it was close. He said a whole lot of time that he was close. I was just, we were ahead. We've been behind and we needed a different look, maybe, but we were ahead. And as long as we were ahead, there was really no need unless things broke down or I just decided to do it. I thought Andrea did a great job on the kid Okafor. He got him to charge him one time. He got him to miss. Got a couple of rebounds. I mean, there was really no need because if I put him in and he fouls out, then we don't have him at all. If say the game went to overtime, I mean, I'm looking a little bit further than just that last part of the game. And being close means nothing. I mean, close games are what we do,
Lionel, could you please get into specifics about the dynamic of Larkin and Brown and the success that they had that allowed you to play them together for the first 9 minutes of the fourth quarter?
Larkin.
Markel.
God dang,
Markel.
I don't think a guy with that last name, Brown. Okay. I just put Markel in. He was. We needed somebody to chase down Stockus and Cannon and those guys. They just needed another quick guy on the court, and he did a nice job. And came out, came through, and hit another 3, and just what we ask him to do. I mean, that's important. Just go out and do your job, and may not be long minutes, but they're always significant minutes, and that's what I try to sell them on. When you go in a game, it's for a purpose. Go in there and make it happen.
We have to open block. Thank you.
Yeah, right?
We don't want to get the fans too excited.
I know, you can't do that. First things first, how do you just characterize this win?
That was the win we had to get. We knew we had to come in and beat this team, and we did. It was a team effort. Philly stuck with it. They're scrappy. Obviously, really needed this one. So they were persistent, and we definitely stuck with it tonight and grounded out.
What about for you personally? Got in a little bit of foul trouble there and didn't get a ton of touches or looks at the basket. Something in particular that you felt like they were doing, or you put it more on just the context of the flow of the game?
Definitely the flow of the game. I wasn't out there a lot. I guess the crew tonight saw some things. I don't know.
What about Andrea? He's missed the last 4 games with his hamstring injury, but came and put up some big numbers. What did you see at him and Shane Larkin, just the way in which they really contributed, particularly down the stretch there in the fourth quarter?
Well, they all brought such great energy for us, and they went out and played with confidence, and we needed that boost, and they came through. I mean, you guys are right. AB was so huge coming off his injury, and then Shane was his usual aggressive, quick self, and they were both huge pick-me-ups.
I know you had the 5 fouls, but did you expect to come back in the fourth quarter after you came out of the bench?
The group it was in with was clicking and doing well, so I don't know. I was staying ready, but our group was doing well. Thank you.
Thanks, Brook.
So it really took you a while to get back into it.
Only been out for this.
I know, but still, I mean, after missing 4 games, coming back, and this just the game you had tonight.
First of all, it was a good win, because in our situation we take every win like this. Obviously, we were happy about it. We could have done a better job being focused during the game. I thought in the first half we didn't do a great job staying focused, but at the end we got the W, so it matters at the end of the day.
What was your mindset in that fourth quarter?
Nothing, just keep being aggressive, like I did during the game, like I did the previous game. Just being aggressive, play pick and pop, and I got some great passes, so I was open for the shot.
There was a stretch one day just early in the half. You guys were down 4, and then I think Kel had 3, and then I think you and Shane scored back-to-back 3-point plays. Just, I mean, it kind of really turned right there.
Yeah, they did a great job, staying there. They played a very good game. They got talent. The record is what it is. I think they got a lot of talent. So yeah, it was a tough game. Yeah, that was a great play. We drew that on the board and we executed everybody. So I think that was a great job. On the board, we were able to execute it perfectly on the floor.
You see the starters are kind of struggling a little bit tonight, scoring. When you coming off the bench, is that something?
Well, we had some guys with foul trouble. So, that's what we're going to do from the bench. We're going to be ready to this kind of situation. We got a tough night with the fouls. We're calling everything on them. So that's what you got to do. You got to be ready.
Over there, that was a win you guys had to have. How do you put in perspective just being able to make sure you secure this one?
It was, like I said, we definitely had to win the game. We're supposed to beat the team that we're, supposed to beat, and everybody put us, in favor of beating the Sixers. So, but we came out, we executed, we got away from what we wanted to do for a quarter, and then we picked it back up in the fourth. But our bench was real big. They came in and they gave us a spark, and then some of the starters helped finish the game.
What does it say about this team that on any given night you do have multiple guys and just talked about a roster that different guys can contribute on any given night?
That says a lot. I think management has put together a team that can do some things, but like I said, we just got to get ourselves on and finish the fourth quarters, and we did that tonight. we did in the past game before that. You know, hopefully we can transition these wins into more wins and continue to you know, get ourselves back into the hunt.
I think this is your 10th double in the last 13 games, something like that. How locked in do you feel on this what you're able to do?
Just trying to play out my teammates, just trying to be really active and continue to hit the glass as much as possible. You know, we had a few miscues where I think they got like 9 to 10 or 11 offensive rebounds. You know, we can't let that happen. You know, me as a guy who's supposed to rebound the basketball, Brook, you know, maybe you know, all the guys, all the big men, you know, we're supposed to control the boards, control the paint, and you know, we just got to get back to what we're doing best, and you know, that's what I'm trying to do, just attack the glass and you know, get rebounds and get us in transition.
You were on the Sixers team just a couple years ago, and now obviously you're very different, one toward two, building towards the future. Is it weird for you to see the team that you were on so drastically different from when you were there?
No, I try not to think about it. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I spent 7 great years there, but you know, every player has to move on. You know, Maurice Spates has moved on, Jason Smith, Elton Brand, you know, Andre Iguodala, you know, all those guys have moved on. Lou Williams, so you know, we have to continue to move on and you know, play for the teams that we're playing for now. That's one of the things that we can't dwell on and look back on. That's one of the things that I'm not going to look back on. I've spent 7 great years. I love Philadelphia with all my heart. You know, I'm a Brooklyn Net now.
Thanks.